Hello friends, welcome back to Technique, and today we'll be talking about a recently launched Lenovo Yoga series laptop. This is the Lenovo Yoga Pro 7 with Intel Core i7, the 13th generation processor, and it has some really interesting aspects, including a 3K display. It's a 120Hz refresh rate, and this is a very compact form factor. You can see here it's an extremely compact form factor, and in this form factor they provided a NVIDIA RTX 4050 GPU as well. It comes with 16GB RAM and 1TB of hard disk, and a really good premium material finishing and good battery life as well. So this is our experience with this laptop. We have been using it for more than 3 to 4 weeks. So this is our experience using this premium laptop. Now this laptop is priced around close to 1,30,000 rupees, and for this price segment, how does it weigh in terms of features, the experience? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. So before getting into this video, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's begin. So first, let's have a look at the design element. So you can see that the design is quite similar, but this color is something which is really good, because generally the Yoga series is kind of grayish finish or the slate gray kind of finish, but this is a teal color, which is kind of refreshing change. The teal color which we got is very good actually. This works really well in terms of the looks. Now this is an all aluminum body, and this is sandblasted and anodized, so it feels very sturdy and strong. Now there are some interesting aspects to design, so let's talk about that. So you can see here, this is the metal finish. As I said before, it's a teal color. We have the typical Yoga branding here, the Lenovo branding as well. Now if you open this laptop, you can see that again the layout is quite similar to what we have seen on other Yoga series laptop. We have the speakers on either side. This has 4 speakers, 2 at the bottom here, and the keyboard is full-fledged keyboard. There is also a backlit keyboard option, and you can see that it also comes with additional keys here for mute, then brightness increase, then all the screenshot options are also included. So it's pretty good in terms of keyboard, and we also have the Lenovo branding here, then NVIDIA RTX logo, and you can also see that the additional option. This is a large trackpad. Now Pure Sight Pro is also mentioned here. Now the hinge is quite good here, and if you look at the bezels, you can see that the bezels are not so minimal, but then again it's quite good. The bottom has slide bezels, top has this camera and IR unit, there is a TOF camera as well, and the edges are quite good in terms of design elements. Now one interesting thing about this is that you can see that the sides have been given a curved finish. This area is kind of curved and the edges are curved. This is good in a way that, because when you're using the laptop or when carrying around, these edges give a very smooth finish and it doesn't hurt the hand. So that is something which we personally liked about this Yoga laptop. The edges have been given a smooth curved finish and looks really good. So that's one of the good aspects about the design, and build quality is superb actually. It's all aluminum body. The bottom and the top panel are made of aluminum, and it weighs around 1.5 kilograms. It's not the lightest of Yoga series laptop, but for this form factor they have included an RTX 4050 as well. That's something which is pretty good, because this is not a ultra portable laptop, but then it does have the features of an ultra portable laptop, and it is powerful as well. So that's a good combination, and they maintain it like a 1.5 kilograms weight is kind of very good. Now in terms of ports and connectivity, on the left side you get HDMI port, 4K 60 FPS support is there for display. Then one of them is there are 2 USB Type-C port. One of them is Thunderbolt 4 support, the other one is display port, and you have the charging port as well. Then on the right side you get a USB Type A port, then power button is there, 3.5mm audio jack, and then you get this slider. This is actually for disabling the camera. So you can see disable the camera. It's a physical button to disable the camera. So as I said before, the build quality, fit and finish, and overall design elements are really good on this laptop. So that's one good thing I really liked about this laptop. Now next, let's talk about the display. Now this is a 14.5 inches display, and this is a 3K display. It's an IPS LCD panel, and you can see it's a matte finish display, and it supports up to 120Hz refresh rate. Now the display quality is definitely good, the viewing angles are good, the color response is also good. The 3K 120Hz panel makes it really good, especially for multimedia, and the display quality is definitely good. It's a 10-bit panel, and you get a Dolby support as well, and Dolby Vision support is there. 400 nits of peak brightness, and this is the DCI-P3 100% DCI-P3 color gamut. Eye-safe display. The resolution is 3072 by 1920, and the display quality is definitely good on this laptop. When watching movies and other multimedia experience, it's one of the really good. The blacks are deep, but again, what we felt this at this price segment, they're around 1,30,000 rupees. There are few laptops with OLED panel. That's one thing which is actually missing on this laptop. It does not have an OLED panel, but nevertheless, this is a very good IPS LCD panel, and the blacks are pretty good, and the overall experience is good. There's no touch display on this version because it's the normal version. Probably in India, I'm not sure whether there is a touch version of this, but it's still good, very good display in terms of color reproduction. It's a 10-bit panel, Dolby Vision is there, so multimedia experience is really good, and 400 nits of peak brightness does give a good experience overall. So that's the display aspect of this laptop. Now next, let's talk about the keyboard experience. So as I said before, the keyboard is a full-fledged keyboard, and you can see that it does come with all the keys. So talking about the keyboard experience, you get a full-fledged keyboard here. It looks pretty good, and you can see here all the keys are included, including the brightness, volume, functionality, then screenshot, all the options are there. Then you get a backlit keyboard. It's a very good keyboard in terms of backlighting, and the typing experience is also good. You can see here 1.5 mm key travel, and it has been given a slight curvature which adds to the good typing experience, and it's pretty good in terms of typing as well. So overall, we are happy with what have been offered here. Good keyboard travel, and the typing experience is good. Now if you look at the trackpad, this is a large trackpad. Now one thing what we didn't like about the trackpad is the sound. So you can see the sound. It doesn't feel like a premium laptop sound. It should have been slightly lower in terms of sound of the trackpad. It doesn't give a good feedback actually, but the trackpad experience as such is quite good. We didn't have any issues, but the sound and the overall feedback could have been better considering that this is a more premium laptop. So that's one thing we feel should have been improved, but overall the keyboard experience is definitely good. Now another thing what I said is a speaker. Now we have dual speakers here, and there are two speakers at the bottom as well. So you can see these are the two speakers, and so it's a 4-speaker array, and this is a stereo speaker, 2 watt into 4 optimized with Dolby Atmos, and there is also an amplifier included. So the sound quality is definitely good. Let's quickly have a look at the sound experience. So that was the sound quality of this laptop, and we're pretty happy with the sound quality. It's at the Dolby Atmos support. 4-speaker means it's definitely good in terms of multimedia experience. 2 speakers at the bottom and 2 speakers at the top. So it does give a good experience in terms of the output as well as the sound quality as well. So speakers are pretty good on this laptop. Now you also get a camera here. This is an IR camera with a TOF camera, and this is a full HD camera. Now you can see that there is a slight upward area where the cameras are located, and the camera quality is once again good, and there is also IR unlock included, face unlock or Windows Hello support is there. So this is pretty good in terms of security, and one of the good laptops where you have this face unlock functionality included. So let's quickly have a look at the video quality of this laptop from the front camera. Lenovo Yoga Pro 7 series with full HD recording, and you can actually see how good the quality of the video is, and also the audio experience from this video. So this supports full HD recording using the camera. It also has a shutter button included. If you don't want the camera, you can also close using the shutter button included. So that's the camera experience of the Lenovo Yoga Pro 7 series. Now next, let's talk about the performance. Now this is powered by the Intel Core i7 chip. It's a 13700H series, and this is coupled with RTX 4050. That's something which is pretty good at this form factor. Lenovo has made a pretty good worked with including an RTX 4050 GPU, and this is coupled with 16 gigs of RAM. Now the RAM is not expandable. It's a soldered RAM to the board, so you can't expand the RAM. it's 16 gigs. So 16 gigs should be good enough for most users. I don't think more than 16 gigs is required, at least this price segment, and for the laptop which is most suited for multimedia experience, 16 gigs of RAM is good, and you get 1 TB of PCIe 4.0 M2 slot, which is again good in terms of experience. Now let's quickly talk about the benchmark scores before talking about my experience. So here are the benchmark scores of this laptop when we tested. So let's quickly have a look at the benchmark score, then we'll talk about my experience. Now talking about the raw performance of this laptop, we're quite happy to report that this has been really good in terms of performance, hardly any issues, hiccups, and for a multimedia or ultra portable laptop under the Yoga series, this is definitely good experience. And coupled with that, you also get this LPDDR5 RAM, 16 gigs of RAM, so hardly any issues. In fact, we also did a couple of renderings, video renderings. Again, that was pretty good. There is slight heating issue when it's not a heating issue as such, it does dissipate some heat while rendering videos, but on normal usage you don't feel that heating issues or heat generated. But you can actually see that the bottom section of this laptop has enough vents for cooling, so that makes it pretty good in terms of heat circulation through the bottom section, so that is also pretty good. So this is one laptop which we are quite happy in terms of the performance and solid performance, and the Core i7 13700H series performs really well in terms of heavy task, multitasking, and even gaming was quite good. But again, this is not a gaming centric laptop, this is more of a portable all-round laptop, but still if you want to play casual games, that is still possible with this. So overall the performance is quite handy, and we definitely like the way it performed, except for the slight heat dissipation when using for extreme task. We didn't see any sort of other issue. So overall the performance is definitely good on this laptop, and you won't be disappointed with the overall experience, especially with the RTX 4050. Having that, you do get additional power from the GPU if you want to do slightly heavier tasks. So it's definitely a good all-round package. Now there is also a version without the RTX 4050 GPU. You can go with the Intel's own GPU that is also included, so that brings the price below 1 lakh rupees. So if you want to if you don't want to spend on additional GPU, you can go with that version as well. So that's the experience of this performance of this laptop. Now finally talking about the battery life of this laptop. Now this laptop comes with 73 watt hour battery, and you get 140 watt USB Type-C charging port included. So that's a charger included on this laptop. So 73 watt hour battery gets you around 10 hours is that's the manufacturer's claim, that's Lenovo's claim. But in real life we got around 7 to 8 hours with mixed usage. So that's really good, I would say 8 hours, close to 8 hours we got on this laptop. So that's definitely good battery life, and 140 watt charging does give you pretty good fast charging support as well. So overall in terms of battery life, this is definitely good, especially if you're traveling. You are pretty sure to get good battery life with this laptop. So that's the battery performance of the Lenovo Yoga Pro 7 series. So that was my experience with the Lenovo Yoga Pro 7 series with the Intel Core i7 13th gen processor and RTX 4050, 16 gigs of RAM, up to 1 TB of SSD, and a really good battery life. So summing up, I'm pretty happy with the performance of this laptop, especially in terms of build quality, fit and finish, and you can also keep the display like this, and the hinge mechanism, the materials used, everything looks really good. The display quality is good. It's a 3K panel with 120 Hz refresh rate. Only downside, I can't say it's a downside, could have been better with an OLED panel, but again this is a really good display. Then the keyboard experience is good, the performance is good, battery life is also good. What I feel should have been improved is the trackpad experience. It's not the trackpad experience as such, the clicky buttons are not really good enough for a premium laptop. That's one area we feel Lenovo should be doing better, but otherwise it's a solid package at 1,29,000 rupees. You get a really solid all-round package. It does not have any major issues as such, and it's a good all-round package at this price segment. So that was my experience with the Lenovo Pro 7 Yoga Pro 7 series. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.